Alright, the stream is live. I'm going against what my original schedule said, but hey, it's Armory Digital. What's not to love about it?
And
And,
I think a big reason why we're doing this is because of that race we did Friday night, which is
indeed,
going up on my channel. So check that out. You guys probably know who I am, by the way. Pretty
yeah,
recognizable.
yep, this is, you're, Matthew McConaughey, right?
No, no, not
Ra
quite.
Random, try and think of a
Not quite.
random name.
It took me a second to remember who that was.
I just tried to think of the first random name that came into my head, and that
It
was the
is
one.
Napa fan.
But yep, that is in fact the fan of Napa.
Yep.
But well, hey, this seemed rather fitting. I was just talking to him. It was like, hey, this is perfect. We just did Armory Digital recently, so we're doing it here. Barrett-Jackson series, race 22 of 26. Season's winding down. We're getting close, and my gosh, it's hard to believe. Signups were, signups were in November,
Hmm.
and here we are now.
Like it's team signups,
Here,
for the Chick-fil-A Cup Series are like back in September, and we're only on like race 6 now over there. So,
yeah,
hey, you're doing pretty good, man. You're doing pretty good.
yep. Yeah, but still left Joe. Hashtag Joe with Napa fan race.
I don't really know Joe too well.
Yeah, I think you
I
two.
should. I mean,
I
I
think
mean,
you
he
two would
sends
get
up for my
along pretty
stuff.
well.
He's a great guy and all that, but I haven't. I don't know. Has he done co-commentators before?
He's co-commented a few of mine before. I've been able to get
Maybe
him
I
on.
can get him on co-commentating with one of mine sometime.
Oh man, but that would be cool because I'm not gonna lie. I think that probably the three biggest like NR guys that I can think of off the top of my head are Napa fan, Joe, and then probably Seth Cole.
I'm
I don't
actually,
even think.
interestingly enough, I have fewer subscribers than both of those guys.
And you,
Interestingly,
yeah, well, I know that
but that's
Joe
fine with me. I don't care.
Joe uploads a
I
lot of
don't
other
care about
stuff.
that
Yeah.
anymore.
Wait, Napa fan is in there. Top, you blew my mind again. Yeah, I got him in here. I don't want to hold him up here, so we're gonna
Yeah,
try
we're
and
gonna be doing a
keep
race,
this
another
going.
race after this, so
That's the
I
plan.
can take that over on my channel later
Yeah,
on in the week. But
time
yeah,
permitting. He did his
this is
own
yours.
once for an IROC race. Okay. Anyways, we'll take a quick look at the top 10 here. By the way, qualifying was really weird. I don't know what happened. I don't know why this happened, but it happened, and there's nothing I can do about it. So,
Not
but hey,
everybody got
it's
off.
yeah, but hey, if it's a plate race, Stapleton could still win this.
Yep.
Uh, 35th. Yeah, we had a driver change at the request of the team owner. So Kukulon is now the 50th driver to start a Barrett-Jackson race this season. Because who
Yeah,
came on?
cars failed inspection. That's what happened.
Yep, they yeah, we had a fiasco with
Yeah, now if
just
it
like
were
what
me,
happened.
and I'm not trying to criticize you, I'd actually organize all those guys by points. But then again, you can't. You couldn't do that anyway because it doesn't pick it up. So there's not much you can do about that.
That's true, yeah.
But anyways, let's get to the race.
Yeah, let's
It's gonna
do
be
it.
fun.
We'll take a quick look at top 10 as per tradition. Dominic Anthony on the pole position in the 32. I think this might be his second pole of the season. I'm not sure on that. And then Gabriel Helby in the 04 on the outside in second. Patrick Smith, Joe Rutkowski. Best starting chaser is Tom Jonas, the 48. That is exactly what he needs, a good finish here. He's the last of the 12 chasers in points. And then Hannah Higdon in 6th. Travis Crampton, William Brock, Jason Seed, Mark Davidson, another chaser starting in 10th. Then you got Christian Parker also in 11th. But chasers are pretty standard. I'm not even going to bother looking through them for the sake of saving time, and also just the fact that it doesn't matter because
Well,
this is on
I do have the order of them. Matthew Phillips is the points leader, so
Indeed, by 68, I believe, is the current leader over Jay Jefferson. But who knows what's going to happen after this one. Nathan's allowed to... Wait, what?
he's asking me, and I'm a different
Oh,
person.
yeah.
So that's where the exception comes in.
I've just seen what Maddie said there as well. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get the command here, and we'll see if they also do that weird extra pace lap. But if so, I'll accelerate through that. But let's get the Codemasters 500 underway from Armory Digital. Yeah, that's how I wanted to. And for this one, I'm fine with that as well.
I just realized I'm not a moderator. I'm
Uh,
just kidding.
we're not moving.
What kind? Oh, what Armory Digital is this?
The new one. I swear it's the same version you
Oh,
used.
you sure?
I think.
Because I use like the
Oh, sure. Now they roll.
the first one that came out. Is this like the new like 2017 updated version or something?
Yeah.
That
What
yeah,
the
that might
heck
be
was
part of
that?
that might be part of the problem, but
Maybe. Let's make sure everyone's rolling okay here.
I mean,
No one, like, hits each other.
I will say when we did the Turkey Hill Series race, we were going to do it during the day, and it all glitched out on us, and the night version worked much better. So this racetrack is interesting on that standpoint.
So maybe this is why they do that extra pace lap. Everyone ran out of fuel instantly.
Interesting.
Yeah, the pace car's still out.
As long as everybody officially starts here.
As
Does
long
that
as
take
you
a
got
lap off though?
No, it's no.
It doesn't.
It
Okay,
usually
that's interesting.
it didn't in the. Okay, so this is why they do. Yep, still lap 0. Okay, so
I'm wondering.
they're all good.
It could be the way the track's programmed, possibly.
Yeah, maybe. Man, that was weird.
Possible.
All right, I'm just making sure that everyone's still rolling just fine, and it looks like they are.
That's good. We're good.
All is good, so we just gotta accelerate through this. And let's see how close we are. Blip it. All right, we're coming to the green this time by yes, this is the 2017 version. We're gonna see some good racing. Of course, the big one always a possibility. You never know. Of course, thank you to Napa fan as well.
We could have a green flag race though. It could be all over the place. What I like about this track.
You never know. It's Anthony and Hilby on the front row. Toyota Ford. And we are green in the Codemasters 400.
They're 3 wide already.
Patrick Smith, the early move in the 67.
I'm sorry, do you want me to be silent for like that first lap? I know I usually like you guys to be silent on the first lap.
Nah, that's all good. Oh my gosh, lag. Wow, that's laggy.
Don't worry, I was trying to run the 2017 mod on my laptop. That was pretty serious. But we survived 3 races. I don't know how I did it, but we did it.
Well,
races return back to normal quality next weekend, guys. Don't worry.
Well, that's also why Carter's doing the TRN versus NROL thing, and not me. I think it's going to be Helmy to lead the first lap. Just barely.
04.
The 04.
The outside lane gets a really good push, and you might have it modified a little bit differently than I do, so it might get even better push than what I'm normally used to seeing.
In all honesty, I actually haven't, aside from the drafting distance and the number of laps, I haven't touched a thing. Oh, and the fuel use, so that they don't pit.
Yep. 0-0 to the inside. That's one of the chase drivers.
Yep, there's a cool angle.
I don't know which one, though.
That is Christian Parker. 5 wide,
Parker.
nearly. Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Jefferson
I
way down
also
to the
wrote down the
inside.
numbers for these chase drivers, but I didn't.
That's all right. But, man, a good way to distinguish chasers. The red windshield banner, and then also the red spoiler. Man, these are some cool shots. I've never used these before. This is cool.
Mm-hmm. I actually always like having the TV one on though. I always felt this is one of the better angles, like to see everything.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Although, my gosh, that is, whoa.
Kind of laggy.
That is.
But
really
hey, you
bad.
know what? I was having that same problem when I was doing. You might have noticed, like the Martinsville race and the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. If any of you guys watched it, that was pretty bad coming off of turn 2. That's all I gotta say.
Well,
I survived though.
not too bad there. Derek Hamill's
55.
briefly taking the lead. Here come some chasers. 0 just barely leads. But the 55 and the 48 are side by side. He got second in the chase, and then 12th, dead last of the chase drivers, is that 48 of Tom.
Oh, we have 12 chase drivers?
We have 12.
Oh, nuts! I only wrote 10 down.
And the
Oh,
eight,
the last two would be
Ex-
Tom Jonas. I saw him, and then who would the other one be?
Xavier Griffin.
Okay.
Whoa, man, we're 5 wide again.
What I like about this racetrack is that we can go 4 and 5 wide, and then not like guaranteed to crash like it is when we go to Daytona and Talladega. So Armory Digital is one of those places where you can actually have this kind of racing consistently and not really have to worry about crashing near as much as you do at other places. It's still possible, especially right around here.
Right as you said
there
that.
you go.
Alexander Rowe, the 38. Patrick Smith. Don't get stuck in the banking, please. Okay. He's in the danger
That
zone.
could have been a lot worse, though.
Hannah Higdon is in danger of getting stuck.
Yeah, we already have the NRLA versus the NOFSRL. So we need to do like a tournament.
That would be cool. That's TJ
So you have to
Hanley,
race back to the line.
Trying to
21.
take the lead to the as they lead him back. By the way, that's Ben Krautz at 63, who started, I think, 41st. He's going to be second here, probably, maybe, I think.
That was pretty close, but
he got it. He got second. So 67 to 38 did get rolling. 96, a chaser was involved. That's Mark Davidson.
Davidson came into this one 7th in the points. No, yeah, 7th in the points. So,
so.
not quite.
Looks like everyone else got away scot-free. Boy, I actually needed that. That lag was almost starting to make me dizzy. Oh, seriously?
It looks like they might have run into each other there. That's Stapleton.
Of course they did.
Of course, Stapleton, he got the Chick-fil-A Cup Series win yesterday, so he's feeling pretty good about that one. But
yeah,
doesn't look like it's working out too well for him here.
Yeah, that might take him out. And the 36 has gone to pit road. I can't stand it when they do that. It's like a pet peeve of mine when they wreck under caution.
It happened a lot in the Cup race, or the Chick-fil-A Cup Series race in Martinsville, too. And then a lot of similarities. We got lag, we got them crashing under caution and all this stuff. It's just essentially the same.
Two completely opposite tracks.
Yeah.
So it looks like, locking wheels, 38 and 36.
That happens a lot right there at that section of the racetrack. I've seen a few crashes there, and that's where they kind of start to squeeze in, entering turn 1, and we saw it there entering turn 1. And unfortunately, a few guys getting knocked out because of it.
Right. I think maybe the 7 of William Brock may have also gotten a hit from that. We'll go back to this view. And, 36 got slammed by, I think that was the 2. So that might hurt. But Pensacola also has that problem, which actually is why I set it to moderate damage whenever we go there now. It'll probably be set to moderate damage when we go there for the championship race for this series. As 36, that's another problem that I have with this track. Is that happening? I'm getting stuck on the banking like that. No problem, man. Perfect timing. We are going to cut back live, though, and see what's okay. On second thought, maybe this track wasn't such a good idea. But, yep, Stapleton going off pit road. Oh my gosh! That front end. Wow. HRE driver won again. Okay, but the 67, 36, 2, 96, 38, 24, all on pit road. It's TJ Hanley, the race leader, ahead of Ben Crouch, Tom Jonas, Michael Canto, and Jay Jefferson, top 5. Michelle Simpson, Colton Yo, Derek Hamill, Alex Earnhardt, Sebastian Kukulon in his debut start in this series in the 10. Nope. Although, Well, I think YouTube does sometimes give that option. Now yeah, but I think they all just fell a lap down.
We'll see what Hanley can do here on the restart, but at a place like this, passing's very frequent, so
Absolutely.
I don't think he's going to hold on to it for a long time once we get back to green.
No, but Hanley, he has a win in this series, I think. That was Diamond Ridge, that's right. He emerged victorious from that Diamond Ridge craziness, and oh my. Well, the good news is I don't have double file restarts on.
I think we're going to restart with 36, and I believe Stapleton is probably going to be a little bit slow.
Yeah, and
So I say we got 35 with a chance to win, which is a pretty high number.
And Carter, that was at Diego's discretion, not mine. He just wanted to give Kukulon a shot. And it's a 42 car field, there was nothing I could do. Trust me, I wish there was, though.
To do it where the team owners don't have a say on who drives.
That's
what I do.
Maybe that'll be a thing.
That's what I do.
That might be a thing.
I definitely recommend that for next season.
For the future. Or maybe I'll just avoid doing series like this and just stick to here's the field, sign up and go. Come and take lap 10.
But that's pretty much how I did it. I did all the teams, and then once I had all the cars, I just, pick a car and go.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much what the NCCS is, which I think is probably going to, if this continues long enough, might be the main series that I'll be doing from now on. This was just kind of something I threw together.
I think you threw it together pretty well, though. I mean, all these cars look great.
Well, I wasn't alone on the painting. TJ Hanley did some. Code Luigi did some.
Hey, I wasn't alone on my painting either when I did mine. It took me like half a year to do it, so. And you did much better than I did.
I got. Whoa! Jeez. Went through with the 5 and 37 just nearly turned each other.
37.
Yep. Yeah, 37. A couple
Two chasers out front.
48-55. Here comes Evan Hunter, another chaser.
Chasers are doing pretty good in this one so far. At least a few of them. And Jefferson, he's second in the points. This is a great opportunity for him.
Matthew Phillips, a good
But I have a feeling that Matthew Phillips drives the 48. Am I right about that?
Tom Jonas is in the 48. Matthew Phillips is in 19.
19. Okay. But still a good opportunity for Jay Jefferson to take the point lead off of this one.
Absolutely. Whoa!
Oh, around they go again.
Okay, that's a big one.
That's going to knock out a lot of guys, and that'll clear it up.
My gosh, what caused that? They weren't even 4 wide. That is weird. Oh!
Somebody's
chaser upside down. That's Diego Pez. He's a chaser. That just killed them. What even caused that? As Evan Hunter leads them.
I've seen like maybe one crash before down the backstretch of this place, and it's the same squeeze play situation like we saw on the first wreck, I do believe, where they kind of just get a little too close and bump wheels and around they go. And by the way, that's a cool looking car. I like that. Based off the Mercedes F1. That actually looks good on a stock car.
I was very, very, very iffy about that when I had first made that. I was like, oh man, how am I going to make this work? And it came out all right. So what caused
Didn't come out too right for Sean McKean in this race, though.
No, that's gonna hurt. What even caused that? Okay, we see the 1 car around, the 3,
I think
the 8.
we might have been 4 wide. Yeah, oh yeah, we're 4 wide.
Yeah, maybe even not good. I think this will tell the whole story.
The 8 and the 1 got into each other.
That is a really, really weird circumstance there, but Alex Earnhardt turns Colton Yo. TJ Hanley does get hit there, but I think he's going to save it. Provided he doesn't get hit. Oh my gosh, he barely does a bullet up there.
The first 3 cars with contact are all sponsored by Coke products.
Yeah,
All three of them.
You see that? Coke? No, just kidding. But you got a few other chasers making it through there, I think. Oh, dang bridge. But yeah, I think
That bridge
Ford's
isn't
got
in
the-
there in the old version, is it?
No. Whoa! What even causes 99 to...
He
Well,
hit the
there's like
apron,
he
and
just-
the apron's got a very sharp transition.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
Joe
what sent him
Rutkowski
up.
gets a hit. Jonathan Raines
83.
barely misses it. That
Hey,
is the
Mellow
big
Yellow is the best soda. Just to let you guys know.
one.
So shout out to Colton Yo. I believe he drives the Mellow Yellow car in this series. So
Indeed, he does. Well, wait. He just got turned by the Cherry Coke car.
oh, Cherry Coke's also really good too.
Well,
But
your two favorite drinks just wrecked each other.
yeah.
Uh, but that was a weird circumstance, I gotta admit. I mean, yeah, they are pretty much 5 wide there. But
Yeah. Yo just got into the one, just went up just a little bit,
just that
and that's
little
what caused
bit.
it.
Some good saves by some other drivers, but that is just the big one. Enough said. And then just the wrong hit there. Diego Yepes, chaser, goes for a tumble. And a couple other chasers, I think, may have been collected in some way, shape, or form. Cherry Pepsi and Monster Energy. Yeah, I'm in for the Monster Energy, which we have a monster car in this as well, the 28. Which we haven't
Red
seen
Bull
yet.
is superior, though, in my opinion.
Something tells me those cars are just going to be sitting there on pit road for the rest of the race, because even the 24...
I mean-
okay, they try and pull out a pit road and they don't go anywhere.
The good thing about, those guys getting knocked out, the fewer guys we have on the racetrack, the less likely it is we'll get another crash. And, I'm one of those guys that likes seeing some green flag racing.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that'll be it.
And less lag.
But, it's not that bad, dude.
Well,
Trust me.
yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. But Evan Hunter's the leader, Jake Jefferson in second, couple chasers out front. You got Kukulon in third, Tom Jonas and Derek Hamill the top 5. Roman Becquerel out of nowhere in sixth. There is the Monster Energy car. That's Caitlin Roy in 7th. The stationary car. Okay, but never mind. Alright, so we'll go ahead and see how this is going to pan out now. My goodness.
So we're going to be left with 25 on the lead lap. And Stapleton is up to 20th, so he's...
Seems like... I'm glad I disabled pit stops, because it seems like once you go on pit road, you ain't going nowhere. Those cars have literally been sat there this whole race. I mean, look at 7 laps down, 36. That's bad. Because, yeah, they just try and pull out and then they don't go anywhere, which I think is some kind of
Lights are
weird
gonna
glitch with
be
this
out,
track.
yep.
But, yep, lights are out. We'll go green this time. Red Bull, proud sponsor of the NRLOA Red Bull Cup Series on
I hope he
Racing
can get
22.
NR back, man. He's got his computer back, just needs a mic so I can video call him and then get it to him and figure it out.
Yep,
Let me know when you get a mic, man. I'll get it for you. I'll walk you through it. It's not that hard.
I just got him OBS today, which is a little...
That's cool.
Although it is behaving weird for some for some reason. when
OBS
he
cannot
records
work on my
something-
laptop.
For some reason, when
It
he
cannot
recorded
work
it,
on
it
my
didn't
laptop.
save as an MP4. It saved as like a...
Oh, you just got to go into the settings and change that.
Okay. I wasn't sure where in the settings.
Yeah, it automatically does that initially.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show
Here we go.
him. Or you can show him. It's easy. We're back to racing.
20 laps to go.
Sorry, we're not talking about the race that much.
Well, hey. I'm just having a cool conversation with, still gotta admit it, a gentleman who I've looked up to for a while.
Well, thank you. I'm glad you consider me a gentleman.
Well,
You're making my mom proud.
hi, Napa fans, Mom. You've raised a good son. Oh. This went weird.
Side by side there.
Got some chasers out front here. Jonas and Jefferson are side by side. Who am I talking about? Well, I was talking about Nathan as far as getting him like OBS and stuff. Is the CCS truck division go or no? You mean the thing that you're doing? Fine with me. I see no problem. Oh my gosh, they somehow went 4 wide back here.
That's 0.
That's impressive.
You know, you got all these schemes based off of old race cars, and I'm want to call them by the number that they actually were in real life. So I almost called that 0 the 1, but it's not the 1; it's the 0.
I remember distinctly asking Joe Rutt, who is the team owner of that 0, what he wanted it based off of, and he said, "Hey, go and base it off of Steve Park." And I was like, "Okay, that scheme is not too bad to make." So they had at it.
It's pretty good. I think you're better at the schemes than I am. I'm very basic.
Well, at least you... Oh my gosh. Well, that's going to be an annoying thing throughout this race. Accidentally seeing cars on pit road. We're going 4 wide.
Oh, yeah. It does that sometimes. Pit road's a little off sometimes.
It's really off. My gosh, we might not be done with Rex, despite how small this field is now.
They're kind of shooting up the racetrack a little bit, but I think we'll be fine. I mean, even though they're all over the place, there aren't that many guys in this pack, and there's a lot of room to kind of back out if they have to. So it wasn't like that the past couple of times. I think we'll be fine this time. But who knows? They might prove me wrong, unfortunately.
Well, we do have a lot of chasers here. You got one leading now, Christian Parker, the 00. Still Jefferson is in this pack, Evan Hunter, Tom Jonas. I see Riley Spurley and Matthew Phillips a little further back. Also, Eli Bright, the 02, another chaser is in this pack. So the chaser is not looking too bad right now. At least most of them.
That's good. I like to see the chasers run up front. And I'm assuming you got a strict points championship in the chase, not an elimination?
That is correct.
Okay, so that's how it should be done, honestly. So it's all about the points, and that's what I like about it. Chick-fil-A Cup Series is doing that this season and all that. But we're only going to have 10 drivers in the chase, not 12. So it's going to be interesting when we get to that. But here, I really like the points championship, and that really awards consistency. It gets these guys to race hard for every position, and that's what I like to see.
Exactly. And hey, there's still 13th on back that everyone else is battling for, so they all are battling for that, just like Mitch Bretz, who is driving that number 42. Now the leader.
Trying to become the best of the rest.
Trying to become the best of the rest. I think that spot was held by Alexander Rowe, the 38, but he is on pit road being involved in a wreck. So, doors open.
That's 16 laps to go. We're halfway through.
Question top and Napa fan, what you got? Now, I do want to check in here. Roger Ray has managed to get back on the racetrack. He is all by himself. He actually doesn't look that bad. I think if he gets in the draft, he might be okay.
Yeah, I think he probably just lost the draft. He's going normal speed.
Yeah. Well, when they catch him, that could be an issue. Nathan Stapleton, though, he's about half a lap down. He might be an issue then.
I mean, if he gets another caution, he might be able to stay on the lead lap for this race, so we'll have to see.
That is true. Everyone else looks mostly okay, as we still see cars trying to pull off and failing to do so. Note to self.
At least we didn't have pit stops in this race.
Yeah, thank goodness. Note to self, don't go here anymore. Eli Bright's in the wall.
One of those cars, yeah. Eli Bright in the outside wall.
That's the 02. He is a chaser. He's just got to hold it in the draft. He should be okay. But he does have to be careful. Cars have lost the draft during that before.
You know, you're seeing those guys like run up and hit that outside wall. Reminds me a lot of the night version of the Coca-Cola Super-speedway. Those guys hit that outside wall like crazy. And they tend to fall back. We get some interesting races there, and with the... Okay, I should stop advertising my own stuff here, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But yes, Nathan, yes we will. No, I shouldn't do that.
Oh, well, I'll be sticking
I'm advertising way too much.
When I get an R again and everything back south. Oh, absolutely. I'm in.
You don't even need to ask us. It's an automatic yes, and you know it too.
I'm always in for... I'm usually in for co-common races.
It's like he's going to do with me after we're done this one.
That is true.
Phoenix Grand Prix. Going to be a fun one.
Yeah, that should be good. As Jonas is back to the lead, he and Jefferson and Hunter have just been three peas in a pod pretty much this whole race.
I think at this point, I think we've kind of calmed down. I think the only thing we really have to worry about is the lap traffic that we're probably going to hit at some point.
That is true.
Specifically, probably Nathan Stapleton.
Yeah. I mean, Roger Ray might cause some slight troubles initially, but I still think speed-wise he'll be okay once
The
once
thing
he
is,
gets
these
kind of
guys, there
settled in.
isn't near as much of a speed difference here at Armory Digital in the pack and by a single car than it is. Like, I mean, I use Speedway physics for Daytona and Talladega, so they're going 220 around those places. It's a big difference there, and they really get in the way. Here, I don't think it's going to be as much of an issue.
Yeah.
You only gain about 10 mph on in a pack compared to just running by yourself.
Absolutely. I'd say we got about, well, here I can see how many cars we have in this pack officially. Looks like 18 cars probably. Still with a shot to win.
And if this goes green, it's definitely going to be one of those 18.
Oh, it's gonna be awesome, that's for sure. Evan Hunter now leads them. William Brock, I was wrong. He did not get front end damage in that wreck because, well, if he did, somehow I doubt he'd be coming up to the lead right now, which he's gonna try and do in that number 7. I've hardly been paying any attention to the YouTube chat. I'm sorry if I missed any comments.
That's how good the race is.
But yeah, that's what Armory Digital is all about, which I'm not going to deny. On the schedule, which I made back in probably December, the plan was to go to Iowa and then Armory Digital. But then I got one race ahead of myself and kept saying that Armory Digital was the next race, so I'm like, you know what? Screw it, let's switch it up. Oh, they're catching them both. I see them up the road.
Stapleton's the only one I'm really concerned with because he's got an issue. The rest of them shouldn't be too much trouble.
Yeah. I think Stapleton might be... Yeah, he's... Oh boy. It's imminent. We'll see what's going to happen.
It's not going to be too bad, I don't think, but it might knock some guys out. We're just going to have to see.
Well, here we go.
Depends on where Stapleton
10 laps
goes.
remaining as well.
It might mess up Evan Hunter. He's getting out there all by himself. That is not good.
Middle lane in a little bit of trouble. Now he shoots up high. That's actually allowed Evan Hunter, or excuse me, Matthew Phillips to gain a ton of spots. But everyone else is stuck. But what they're doing right now is actually good. They're not, well, there goes the 90, but they're not being too
If they can all
impatient.
get around him now, I think they'll all stay in the pack and still have a chance. But
I think the 90
at this point, the 90, 48, and 42 might possibly get knocked out here.
Well, the 97's throwing blocks all over the place.
It's trying to get out of the way, but everybody's, in the way. That's the problem. They're all over the place. There is no out of the way here.
Now, 42 might be in trouble, but everyone else, they're kind of strung out. I think they might be able to merge
And if they're strung out like that, they'll all close back in. They're trying to get around the 24 here.
Yeah.
Actually, some of them got around the 24, so it's... Jefferson just took the lead, by the way.
Yeah, he is the leader now. Free car pull away. That's not going to last very long, I don't think. Eli Bright is now 4th. And yeah, just like I thought, the 24 not doing too bad. I mean, he is a little off. Not that bad.
This race is making me look forward to the Chick-fil-A Cup Series race we're going to have here in July, I think.
Oh,
it's a little ways from now, but
I look forward to racing there.
First time the Chick-fil-A Cup Series is going to be there, and that's going to be it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a lot like this one. It's looking good.
Evan Hunter reclaims the lead. That's Isaac Snyder to the inside. He won a race way back at Charlotte. And he is the Powerade Series champion. See what he'll be able to do here. We got Eli Bright side by side with his fellow chaser Evan Hunter. That's Travis Crampton, the 14. And Derek Campbell might make it 4 wide. They all know it's go time.
It is. Not much left in this one.
Checking on back here. Yeah, these cars are pretty much out of it at the moment. They're going to need some good fortune to catch back up. Matthew Phillips is trying to draft with the 24, who's actually, like, I mean, he's definitely a little off.
Roger Ray's fine. He's going the same speed as everybody, so I don't think he's got too much of an issue. He just didn't have the draft and was going so much slower, and everybody was coming around him, so that's what caused that little bit of a split there. That's why he's a little bit behind.
But, yeah, pit road issues, that is really annoying and might make me get the old version again. Or I'll just stop bothering, or I'll just not bother going here anymore and just stick to Pensacola,
no.
which is, on all honesty, produces just as good a racing.
You gotta stay here at Armory Digital, in my opinion. Go to both places.
Well, that's the plan. Championship race for this series is Pensacola Super-speedway.
Oh boy.
Derek Hamill's the leader. It's all zeros out front. 0 and 00. Hey, nabbit. You see some cars with that damage glitch, which is a little annoying. Like you saw some rear end damage on the O2. That's not actually there. 00 shoots down to the inside. A lot to be determined still with 6 to go.
It's anybody's race in this pack, I think. And even those, the Target car back in there and the 90, I think both of those guys are also going to have a chance. And even the guy behind them who's got around the 24, it might be Parker, or no, Phillips in the 1. Or no. Yeah,
that's
Phillips
a 19,
in the 19.
Yeah, okay. He's going to have to close up, though, and he's off speed a little bit. So
yeah,
that
Phillips might not get it. We'll have to see. But definitely the 42 and the 90.
Absolutely. It's 5 to go now, and just what Luigi said there. Messing with the drafting distance affects pit road? Question mark. I mean, I see what you mean, but yeah, I think I find the only things that I adjusted and that I even so much as touched in the INI was the number of laps, the drafting distance, and the fuel usage, so that they don't pit, which has never caused a problem ever. So. But I fail to see why that would just make them, like, sit there and not be able to even move off of pit road. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this track is just weird that way. Which is good to know for future reference. It's 4 to go. Snyder and Jonas are now out front, which is quite a coincidence. Because those two are the very first people I ever met online. Like, ever.
For me, I don't know. That would be Micah Knapp and Jonathan Skivnicki. You probably have never heard of those names before.
I have heard Micah Knapp. I've never heard that.
He went by a totally different name when I first met him. So
I'm
Jonathan Skivnicki is actually he was in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series Season 5 back in 2016. So that was the last time he raced, I think.
Oh man,
he's gotten the win before, but
check out this pack, all behind Tom Jonas.
Oh boy, I've been sitting here so long without moving anything that my screen saver went on. Uh-oh. I didn't see that because my screen went off.
Okay, he got off the wall. He should be okay, but he just lost a lot of track position, which at this point ain't the most. Well, it's not important, if that makes sense. It's still Jonas in the lead. Yeah, there's the 90, like you said. Back in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the 42 at least. 90's on the outside at this point. Yeah. I don't think he's going to have a chance. Ooh. Winner's on the inside.
Oh, we might have trouble. Couple lap cars who are drafting together and still 3 seconds off. Oh boy. In all honesty, I have no idea what happened. I think the 9 was probably out from one of those wrecks. But here comes the 42 to the inside. But lap traffic is ahead. As we're gonna, yeah, fancy that. We get the white flag and lap traffic. This is gonna be something.
The 0-2, Eli Bright. I think he might be in the position to possibly win this thing.
I think you might be right, but I think lap traffic's gonna have the final say in this.
Oh boy!
White flag.
They're gonna split them. They're gonna split them.
Oh, and by the way, that's Chaser Cody Young. He might not let them by.
They got room to split them.
They're trying.
They tried. They didn't have the room up there.
42 gets by.
You know, Jefferson just got to the inside of Eli Bright.
Oh, he did.
But that 42 might be able to hold him off at this point. We're just going to have to see.
Well, still, even if he doesn't win, that is good position for Jefferson to possibly take the point lead.
Crampton also there as well.
Crampton's there. But it's going to take a bit of a run.
That's going to seal it. That's going to seal it. The 42's got it.
It's going to take a huge run, but Mitch Brett's looking good. Crampton's going to run there on the inside.
Oh,
He's got no help.
he doesn't have help.
Mitch Brett's the
Outside lane's going to
42
prevail.
for Roger Racing. Just has to hold him off and at the checkered flag.
Got
He
it.
gets the victory in the Codemasters 500.
And remember, he was one of the last guys to get around Stapleton earlier on. But he was able to close back in, and he had like the perfect time to move his way up front. And a win for the
He got it
42 of Mitchell Bretts.
Mitch Brett's with the victory.
Mitch Bretts. Okay, that was close.
Yeah, Mitch. Travis Crampton, valiant second there. He did everything he could. Great job.
And Jefferson still got a really
third.
good run, too,
Jefferson
in the
third.
55. Highest chaser.
Highest
That's good
chaser
for him.
and way ahead of the 19, who I think lost the draft. So I think that's going to be point lead for the 55. We'll have to see, though. We'll take a look at the rest of the results. Hey, Caitlin Roy, an excellent fourth place finish. Derek Hamill will round out the top 5. Then Bright, Parker, a couple other chasers getting some good finishes. Dominic Anthony, Riley Spurley, and Tom Jonas, top 10. Spurley and Jonas also chasers. So the chasers finishing pretty good there. And before I royally mess something up, go ahead and get this exported. This is race, what? 21, 22, okay. I completely lost track. But there it is. And I'll go ahead and save this so I can get some stuff for Viper Ghost. There we go.
I definitely exported. I'd export it before I do anything else. That's the most important thing.
I just did.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
That's alright. But hey, we still got, I think the final 4 races of the season are Iowa, North Wilkesboro, question mark, I think. Why am I drawing a blank on what race 25 is? Oh jeez, I can't remember.
Stunt track.
Stunt track, yeah. Great idea. I do know for a fact, though, that Pensacola is a championship race. And Iowa will be the next race. And then I'm pretty sure it is North Wilkesboro, but the race after that, I don't know. Bone Crusher. Yeah, that's it. But there's the full 42 results. Yeah, I don't know what happened on pit road there. That was really weird, and definitely, well, yeah. We'll have to.
It was interesting.
It was interesting, but hey, the racing was good. That's for sure.
It definitely was.
So I think the only thing that leaves us now to do is go take a look at the point standings. Well, of course, before we do that, we got a quick trip to victory lane. The 42, Roger Racing driver Mitch Bretts, and the Target Chevrolet to victory lane in the Codemasters 500.
You said 400 when we started.
I did.
Yes, you did.
Codemasters 400 just rolls off the tongue a lot better than 500.
When I do my race here, it's going to be 450.
Ooh.
I had to compromise it.
Unique.
Definitely.
So
I think it's going to be 35 laps, too.
Oh, wow,
I
okay.
think. So this was technically the Codemasters 450, if you're doing it by my system.
Yeah, that's true.
Because there's an actual formula to it. Each race is like 20% the length of what it would actually be.
Oh, okay. Wow, I just kind of picked like a number that sounds like it would be appropriate and
I do all the math.
Do the laps accordingly. But yeah, you actually got a system down.
I do. You know, I got myself a bag of Lifesavers yesterday, and I've had like 12 of them since then.
Yum. Sure. We went to IRP.
You can add tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I can, but
No, it's easy.
yeah.
Name was just Race 22.
Yeah, just why not?
It was the
Simple.
Codemasters 400.
Yeah, but that's how I've been doing it all season. Just keep it simple.
10 laps there by Evan Hunter.
10 laps, and that is
bonus points. You actually do award bonus points for leading laps and all that, so that's good for him.
And yeah, he actually gets more points than 11th. So
I don't actually do that because it would actually be a little too confusing when trying to figure out the point scenarios while actually recording the race because I don't actually have it updating in front of me the whole time. So that's why we don't award bonus points for all that.
That
In the
is true.
Chick-fil-A Cup Series.
Yeah.
Even though it would be easy to do so, it could get a little confusing. So that's why I don't do it.
Well,
I never have, actually.
well, hey, I just think it kind of keeps things nice and competitive. Which, hey, let's see what we got here. Oh wow, Phillips held it.
Oh, but barely.
Barely,
he's
15
only
points,
got-
which with
only
this
got
system
15.
might as well be 1 point. That is nothing, but Jefferson's still second. Then Riley Spurley gets up to third. He's 59 back. You got Elijah Gordon just quietly just sitting there in fourth. Yeah, you got a good group here. You got Eli Bright then in fifth, Christian Parker, Cody Young, all right there. But then you got to go a little ways back to find Evan Hunter, Mark Davidson. Diego Pez drops a good bit. Tom Jonas and Xavier Griffin a long ways out, over 200 points out, which is more than a win. So if they were there, if that's how many points back they were heading to the last race, they would be mathematically completely out of it. No chance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, wait, how many points do you get for
I think
last?
it's like 195. 190.
And then for last,
It's a maximum, I
get,
think, of 195, though.
yeah.
If you lead the most laps and win.
So mathematically, there you go. 30. You get 37 for last. So 37 minus 190 or 195 minus 37. I can't. I would have to think about that for a bit, but this is looking pretty competitive, which is exactly how it should be after a long season like this. And we're still not done. We still got 4 to go before it's all said and done.
But it's a good season so far.
It's been really good.
Tight points battle. It's going to be fun to watch. See who gets this championship.
Absolutely. And Mitch Brett's with that victory now the best of the rest in 13th.
Great run for him. He moved up 5 positions.
Moved up 5 positions. Derek Hamill moved up 6 positions with his finish there up to 20th. So that's pretty cool to see. Anyways, I'll go and wrap this up here so that we can get on Napa Fans Race here. I gotta say, thank you, man, for...
By the way, that won't be live. You guys will see that Friday afternoon on Napa Fan, so check that out then.
That is NA9A Fan. Just saying. So, anyways, thank you to buddy Napa Fan here for...
You're welcome.
For doing this here, and thank you everyone else for watching.
This was a good race. I think this is the best race I've co-commentated. I am terrible at co-commentating.
It's all good. We're just... I'm laid back. We're just having fun. Which is the whole
I'm
point
glad.
of why TRN exists. Just to have fun with some good old NR racing.
You do a good job.
Thank you, sir.
I applaud you.
Thank you, sir. At least I took Chick-fil-A Cup Series. In that series, I am flying.
Second in the points. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I've had some good runs.
He's doing pretty good.
I'm sorry that I clobbered the one guy. I forget who I clobbered at Martinsville, but sorry about that. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for signing up also for the TRN versus NORL thing. Also to Napa Fan, who, sorry, by the time I realized that someone else got the 2, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I will be patient. It's a good way to be.
That's sometimes why I don't like doing sign-ups. When someone tries to sign up for a car that's already taken, I almost feel bad.
I hate sign-ups now. I dread them.
I both get excited and dread it. And probably over time I'll continue to dread it. But anyways, thank you all for watching. And I will see you in the next one, whenever that is. No race tomorrow, because I've got some other stuff to take care of. So hopefully Tuesday will be the next one. Until then, have a good night. Thank you to Napa Fan again.
You're welcome.
Take care. And bye for now.